Hi, welcome. On this video, I'm out here with Taco. Out about to do the street walk here. Walk out the street here. I'm going to tap him. I have the pressure collar on him. Again, you will have seen the video here of him in the crate, just encouraging him to wait patiently as the door is open. Again, that's the starting point of the walk. And again, coming out here, again, just being patient again, having him into a sit. See the little shakiness here, a little bit of shaking. That's just the stress on him, starting to come off. It's about transition. It's a process. And so again, his perceptions change as I continue to advocate the right way. So again, I'm going to be moving forward here with him. And again, I'm going to be one-handing a lot of this, so I'm just going to move forward here a little bit. I'm going to stop. So when you first start to do this, just take small steps, like baby steps forward. Don't go too fast here when you start to do it. Just take. So we're just starting here with the walk. You notice I'm not pushing on him. If you're advocating with the leash properly, if you're really proactive and dialed in, okay, you can avoid having to bend down, especially with a smaller dog. So people that have, if you have back issues and stuff, just be aware that you can really communicate well with the leash. It helps a lot. So again, just tapping. Move forward here in the neighborhood. Taco's doing good. Walking him forward. Just tap here, get him back into a sit. Yeah. Again, just tapping here as needed, keeping him right at my side. I'm just kind of, just nudging the leash a little bit if needed. Moving forward, again, stop him, tap a little bit to get him to sit. Tap and keep tapping. I'm going to push on his bum a little bit. There we go. Yeah, nudge too. If he's investing, right now my neighbors are there. I'm just tapping a little bit. The inner seat, just nudging a little bit. I don't want him fixating. Moving forward, I want him to float beside me. And so if he edges out, I can just tap a little bit. There we go, just tap a little bit. He's doing really good. Just tap and come to a stop again. I'm going to nudge here. I'm going to push with my two little fingers. I'm just one-handing this, so look at that, really good. Now here I'm going to put him into a down. So I'm going to push with my hand. I'm going to keep pushing here. We're outside, he doesn't want to do it. There we go. He's down there. Just want to take a moment, put him into a nice down. One-handing this. I have the same hand. Bring him up into a sit. That was good. When he comes back up, make sure the dog goes into a sit. Okay, just don't kind of launch off. You want to take your time here. Same thing. I'll move forward. So we're just kind of starting the walk here. So it's not going to. First time, we're not going to go too far because it's about the integrity of what you're doing. See, with the choke chain, I'm just kind of nudging, so it's about being dialed in. So you get away with, again, you don't want to be cranking and yanking on the dog, and how to avoid that is to be proactive. Proactive with being dialed in, just how his mind is reaching out. Just being really aware. See the kind of inwardness there? That's what you want. Just want him to relax. He's doing really well. Doing great. Just kind of marching along here. This is like another kind of a de-stressing exercise. Just saying, hey, I'm in control. We're walking here. But old Taco here, he has a high need level, so that's caused the problem, especially with a lot of emotion that was on him. So he needs strong leadership to reverse everything. So same thing, just, so right here I'm paying attention to how he's investing too. So right here I'm just paying attention. If he begins to fixate, that's when I'll nudge just a little bit. But if he's just kind of looking around, normal, not really fixating or investing, I'm not going to tap too much, okay? Just as needed. And same thing here. He's coming forward. I'm being aware of how, just like a snowball effect, how much his mind is rolling forward. So you want to nudge, be proactive in doing that to get your dog to float beside you. So kind of get them in the zone. Same thing. So notice I'm tapping. Even when I come to a stop, see I'm tapping ahead of time. And look at that. He defaulted into a sit right there because I'm giving him information as I'm slowing down. It's kind of like tapping the brakes, not shoving on the brakes. It's tapping the brakes. So I'm giving him information by tapping the leash as I'm slowing down. That's kind of the secret to, even for service dog training, just being dialed in at a really high level with being proactive with how you're intercepting a dog's state of mind. Same thing. So I'm tapping, I feel him edging ahead a little bit here, trying to, so I just tap. Again, to slow him down again, and then they defaulted into a sit again. Excellent. Very good. He's very relaxed right here. You know, we're just hanging out. He's very happy for me to take control. He's not shaking at all right now. No shakiness. Look at some neighbors here with their Christmas decorations still out. Maybe they're waiting for next year. Same thing, tapping them. The same thing. Now, if he doesn't default into a sit, then I will, you know, assert a little influence. Didn't have to there. Kind of hovered for a second, but car going by here. Car goes by, see I tap the leash ahead of time. So if you have a dog that's overly fixated on a vehicle, just nudge the leash ahead of time. Very helpful. Just tapping them a little bit. Doing good. Now I'm going to move the other way. I'm going to move. Now if your dog's on the left, you want to move in on the left. That way you can use your leg to guide. In case of a smaller dog, your ankle maybe. Just tap. No, when you do that, it's not about being aggressive or hitting or knocking against your dog in a forceful way. It's more just blocking a little bit and guiding. So just smooth and fluid technique. So doing good. Gonna stop again. Stop beside Santa Claus here. Very relaxed. Okay, he's doing really well. No shakiness at all here. If you look, there's no shakiness going on here. There's some of that happening inside the crate for sure, because that's your kind of like your starting point. He's got to teach him to be patient and relax, be a follower. Yeah. Perfect day in Florida. It's probably about 65 degrees right now, so a little on the cool side, but it's great. Again, stop, coming to a stop, nudging the leash a little bit to communicate for Taco to go into a sit. See, and he went into the sit on his own there, but through me with just kind of nudging. It's always about being in control. Moving forward. I'll put him into another down in a second, so it's helpful to do this outside. So down. A little more agreeable that time for the down. Kind of affirm the down. He's down there. He's kind of pushed. I want to be able to stand up and him stay in it for a few seconds. I want him to relax for a second. So I'm going to stand up. He's relaxed. He's relaxing really well here. He's on his side. See that? He's very relaxed. I'll bring him up into a sit. When I do it, just assert enough influence, and then nudge. You want to nudge him back into a sit again. So same thing. There we go. Back into a sit. The choke chain falls down. Bring it up high in the dog's neck, above the flat collar. Just for, you know, better leverage. But again, the secret to using the choke chain correctly is to be dialed in a proactive way, not to be cranking and yanking. If you're dialed in properly, it's very subtle. The dog's gonna be more agreeable, and because you're nudging way ahead of the curve of the mind. That's the whole secret. This is the thing that a lot of people struggle with, is about tools. You know, tools are a means to an end, but used properly, you can get beyond tools very fast. So the goal is to move more and more to the flat collar. But if I'm outside here, I'm going to use the choke chain, especially for bigger dogs as well, because you need more control. You don't want to be pulled off your feet or injured. You see people with, you know, broken bones and everything else. So get that. Yeah, you need that choke chain for control. And again, the choke chain's a better option versus a pinch collar, because the choke chain allows me to communicate more effectively with the dog, because the pinch collar, based on the design of that tool, it's the tool itself that the dog's responding to versus lining up through the individual. So Taco's doing great. Car going by, just pay attention to, this is the thing too, being kind of peripheral. Make sure you're focused on your dog, and make sure you don't overly focus on what's going on around you. Just kind of, I have a sense of things, but I'm focused on his state of mind and making sure I'm doing the right thing. He's just, yeah, he's marching along really well here. He's just floating pretty good. I don't have to edge him back too much here. I want to edge him back enough to really get him in the zone here, but he's doing good. And come to a stop. He went into a nice sit there, tap a little bit. So again, Taco's doing excellent. That was a very encouraging walk. You know, he's doing great. Great little dog. Again, it's just a relationship problem. So, you know, it's all about the method, you know, interacting with him. He was very, very stressed. He's still working through that. But you see on the walk here, the shakiness is really lifting, going away. But inside the crate, again, you see, again, that's something we're just working on every day, ongoing, you know, multiple interactions here. Even as I'm talking, you notice I'm still engaged. Okay, I'm talking on video, but I'm still advocating. That's the secret, is don't, you know, always be tuned, always be dialed in. No matter what you're doing, it begins right at the moment of contact, and then, you know, advocate properly. So again, doing really, really good. Thanks for watching.